Alright guys, welcome back to the segment, What Would They Think? This is a segment that was originally created by my good friend, Mount Vernon Kid, and basically what this is a segment where I talk about if two characters met, not fought, but rather, what would they try to learn from one another? And more or less, this is going to be me talking about a very interesting meetup right here. Yeah, as you can see from the title, what would Goku think of Thor? Yes, what would the pretty much one of the last of the Saiyans think of the Prince of Asgard? Right off the bat, I could definitely see these two getting along very swimmingly. I could definitely see Thor and Goku encountering one another like these two big powerhouses, and Goku would be like, "Oh man, I've heard about you. You're supposed to be a god, right? I fought my share of gods before." I think that would be a lot of fun to see, those two kind of interact with one another, and I think Thor would be interested in, talking to Goku and be like, "You only fight with your bare hands, no weapons? Truly you are an interesting mortal." I could honestly see these two getting along very well. I could see Thor looking at Goku and, looking at him as like, "You do not look like much, mortal, but I sense a great power within you," or something like that. And Goku would look at Thor and be like, "Thanks, you're really cool for, all that stuff you got on." Oh man, I could see these two, Thor and Goku, encountering one another. I could see, I can only imagine what it would be like for those two kind of getting along. I could see, Thor and Goku talking about their family lives, and, Goku saying, "Oh, you have an evil brother too? I had one once, but he got a hole blown through him." And to which Thor would be like, "If only I could do that with my brother." So among other things, I could truthfully, I could honestly see Goku wielding Mjolnir. I could see Mjolnir making Goku seeing Goku as worthy to wield its power. So yeah, I could honestly see Goku being able to wield Mjolnir, or at least pick it up. So I could honestly see, maybe Thor would be like, "Let us see if you're worthy. Let us see if you're worthy, alien," and just hand him the hammer. Goku would just hold it and be like, "Huh, it was easy. I thought it was going to be hard or something." But yeah, among other things, those two, Thor and Goku, I could see them trading stories. I could see them honestly trading stories between one another. I could see Goku getting all excited to hear about the tales Thor would have of his fights with Loki or the Frost Giants or the Midgard Serpent, and even his stuff with the Avengers, fighting alongside the Avengers against Thanos or Galactus or stuff like that. I could see Goku getting honestly excited over, hearing all these great stories of all these, great, epic battles, and I'm like, "Man, I wish I could fight some of those." And I could see Thor kind of getting interested in some of the stories Goku would tell him. He would tell him stories of how he battled Frieza and, his son defeating Cell, or, how he, the stories of his battles with Majin Buu and a few others. I could see those two, swapping stories and getting interested about hearing each other's tales. And then, I could see, well, I wonder what it'd be like if Thor brought Goku to Asgard. Could you imagine Goku in Asgard? I could see, I could honestly see this, of Goku and Thor going into one of the dining halls of of Asgard, and Volstagg and Goku having an eating contest. Admit it, you could see that too, of Goku and Volstagg in an eating contest to see who could eat more. And I can only imagine what Thor would think of Goku when he shows him the power of going Super Saiyan, and Thor would be like, "You intrigue me, little man. Your hair turns blonde. Truly, a blonde is powerful. There is power in my blonde hair." I could see Goku showing off his Super Saiyan forms to Thor, and Thor being intrigued, but at the same time he kind of finds it funny that, "Why does your hair change when you grow stronger, young man? When I get stronger, my hair does not change." Oh, I could even see Goku showing off the Kamehameha wave, and Thor in return showing off the powers he can wield, like controlling storms or creating them with Mjolnir or summoning lightning, and Goku being like, man, I could never do that if I have all this power and I can't create storms. Well, sometimes. Oh, that would be great. I could even see, Goku backing up Thor in a battle against an army of frost giants, and Goku just, fighting with his bare hands, and, I could see Goku alongside the warrior. What would the Warriors 3 and the other Asgardians think of Goku when he comes in? I think they would honestly look at it and be like, Thor, why did you bring this jester into into Asgard? And then Goku would just, pimp slap somebody, not even on purpose, and then people would be like, oh, he's a very powerful being. And that would be hilarious, of them being just in awe of Goku's strength, even though he's nothing. He really is just he's really just kind of jokey and kind of and just a little bit. They think he's just a little bit dense, but when they see his power, they'll be like, "Come with us, you should join us in battle." And it would just be great to see, them just in complete awe of seeing Goku fight without a weapon. Like they hand him some swords or something. Like Goku's like, nah, I'm good, and just see him fight with his bare hands through armies of frost giants or rock trolls or fire demons, and just be like, huh. Should have found this mortal sooner than later. I could even see, what would it be like if Goku brought Thor to see Kami? What if he could, or Dende rather. I wonder what it'd be like. Goku would be, Thor would be like, oh, you claim to be Guardian of the Universe. I know several people who have that moniker. I could more or less see them, having, I don't really see them fighting to the death, but I could see them in a, sparring match. I could see something akin to a sparring match between the two of them. I could see them, trying to have, an arm wrestling contest, or showing off who has the more power within them. Thor can be a bit competitive. So I could see Goku making all these challenges, and Thor look at it and be like, huh, let's see you do this then. Oh, but yeah, that would be really great. I could see, Goku showing off, the Nimbus cloud to Thor, and Goku saying, let's see one of your clouds do that. I do not need a cloud to fly. I merely point Mjolnir and go forth. Oh, that'd be great. I can only imagine what the other Z fighters would think of Thor as well. If Goku introduced Thor to the others, and they would all look and be like, why is this blonde guy dressed so funny and when he talks weird? This is normal of Asgardians. Vegeta would not have that, oh, you're the Prince of Asgard, I'm the Prince of all Saiyans. And Goku would be like, he does that a lot, just ignore him. I heard that, Kakarot. That'd be so hilarious to see these two just kind of bond over, because they're both warriors at heart, and they both want to protect the innocent. So I could see definitely a brotherhood between a kinship between Thor and Goku. And once again, like I said, I could honestly see Goku wielding Thor's hammer. I could see him picking up the hammer at least once and wielding it. That's if you thought Goku wasn't powerful enough, just give him Thor's hammer. Yikes. But yeah, these two would get along really. I think these two would get along very well. I could see them, laughing, having all these competitions. I don't really see them fighting. Maybe a sparring match at most, like I said earlier. But more or less, I could see these two, both Thor and Goku, just be hanging out and trying to see who test each other's strength. While at the same time, I could see them swapping stories over food and Goku being introduced to mead. Could you imagine Goku drinking mead or several glasses of mead and be like, oh, I can only imagine drunk Goku. Anyway, so that's really what I think of all of it. Not so much as a battle, but more of them hanging out and just palling around. So that's what I see of a friend. What would Thor think? I think Goku and Thor would get along pretty well. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think would happen? What do you guys think Goku would think of Thor? Do you guys think they would get along or not? Let me know in the comments below, and stay tuned because I'm going to be doing